Hello, and welcome to From a Basement in Tulsa. I always laugh on the intro, like on almost every episode, and I wonder if people care or know that, like in the background, like
you're having
what the
fun,
heck,
dude.
what the heck's happening? Why don't we get to hear that? I'm here with Onyx Owl. I've been excited about this episode for a long time. They've been drinking tequila for a good hour and a half already. So this is going to be one of my favorite episodes, I'm sure. Welcome. Please introduce yourselves.
Don't look at... Okay. She's looking at me. Go
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay. Hi. My name is Hector. Hector Ultreras. If you can't pronounce my last name, the boys at work call me Hector Ultra.
Ultra, that does it. Or
Brown Elvis.
Brown Elvis. That's it's like my
Elvis,
favorite picture I
everybody.
saw on Facebook today. You're like, hey, I'm Brown Elvis. And I was like, holy crap, you do look like a Brown Elvis.
I got that name from a customer who was walking out the door, and he said, they asked him, who was helping you? Oh, some Brown Elvis dude. and since then, all the boys and girls at work call me Brown Elvis.
Yeah, you can't let go of a name like that.
I can't.
Just
I'm
saying,
there.
he wasn't like that when I met him. Just
I'm a
FYI.
fan of Elvis, but I'm not like a diehard fan of Elvis.
Are you sure about that? That was my first love, was Elvis.
No, it's everybody's first love.
You should go ahead and be a diehard fan then. Like
I should.
No.
It's kind of required.
No,
now.
he's already weird.
I need to be weird. I
more-
like it. I don't want to be normal.
Let's get strange around.
And the second lady, please introduce yourself.
Yes.
Oh, yes. My name is Elissa Ericksen. I'm just a singer.
And harmonica player.
Oh, dude, you know something? I practice and I practice. And he got me started on it, and I'm not that really great at it. I'm not fabulous. He actually plays it better than I do. But
I'm sure.
yeah.
Does he pressure you into doing things?
Yes.
Like musically?
Very
all the time.
I see
much.
Hector posting stuff like, I'm
Yep.
busy as shit, and I'm still playing music all the time, and I'm really happy for you. That's really cool. Let's talk about where Onyx Owl came from, because it sounds kind of like a Pokemon card slash...
Right?
that-
Okay, well,
We'll get
first...
to the name. We'll get to the name afterwards.
Oh, come on.
Okay, we'll go to the name first.
No. First, you got to explain how we met.
How we met. Okay.
After...
I do this, and we'll. Okay.
Yeah, you do this.
So
You have a
we're
smoother
both
voice.
from California, and no, we're not from Tulsa, but Tulsa
we're
is
not.
such a beautiful town. It's amazing
yeah.
here. I love
There's
it here.
music here, man.
It's beautiful.
It's unique.
So I'm from San Gabriel Valley, and that's kind of a suburb of East LA. So it's not as ghetto, and it's not as
What were you saying? My West LA's ghetto?
West LA is dangerous.
Oh, whatever. I lived there for years.
West LA is
Oh, go
dangerous.
screw yourself.
And
Best beaches?
West LA is dangerous. If
You ever surfed?
No, I'm brown. I don't surf. I'm Mexican. I don't surf. So we both I grew up in San Gabriel Valley. I moved out there when I was 12, and I grew up there. My brother and I both play guitar. I'm a big fan of blues and hard rock and hard blues and fuzzy blues.
I had a crush on his brother.
Yeah, he's back
long
then
time ago.
when he was a young kid, he's a year younger than me, but I always call him my little brother. He's into black metal, death metal. He's into that Norwegian heavy stuff.
And
So-
I'm Norwegian. Anyway.
And he had a band back then called Night Eternal with a K. And we used to have backyard gigs at our parents' garage.
Keggers.
And I was old enough to buy the keggers
No,
and the
and the
handles
liquor.
and the handles of Jack. And so
You were my buddy.
one time Elissa was dating. No, Elissa was friends with the drummer's girlfriend.
Last time I remember, I was homeless.
You were all over the place. So that's how I met her. Same girl, redhead.
Party
Party
till
girl.
late night, yo.
She spent the night at my parents' house several times. I'll let you take over here.
Okay, so I was like a little runaway, whatever. And
No big deal.
I was pretty much the only like white little girl walking around the neighborhood, and I became friends with, I guess, Angels, the drummer of the Night Eternal. I don't remember her name. I guess I was friends with her. I guess I stayed with her for a little while too. We used to get, chip-faced drunk, and I had nowhere to go, so we just party at his house, and his dad would make carne asada, and oh my god, his mom's cooking is awesome. But anyways, so when I knew Hector, he had long hair, no pompadour. He did not look like Elvis. I had a crush on his little brother, and his little brother was with someone else, so I respected that, but I still hung around, And because I like the music. We started on Mosh Pit. It was Fring. It's like kegers and liquor. And then
Good times.
all of a sudden I disappeared again because I like to run away. And how many years later?
That
was a while
back.
It was a while later. Dude, that was like 10 years.
I'll take over this side.
Yeah,
now.
go for it.
So, I moved out here to Tulsa back in 2000. It's 2015, 13, 12. At the beginning of 2012. 2012.
Yeah, you moved here a year after I did.
Yeah, the tequila's making it hazy. I moved out here to go to Spartan and learn to fly.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I have my private license. I've let it expired. I just need to retake lessons. Ran out of school money, and
that's easy to do at Spartan.
Oh, it's so easy.
Right.
When you're going to a private school and they lose their accreditation and you can't get a private loan anymore. Yeah. Oh well, you're stuck. But the great part is I started working at a great business, Guitar Center, 2 months before I moved out here. I transferred out here, and it was easy for me to go from school to retail management because I've been in retail management since after graduation. Graduating
and
high
you
school.
suck because I worked at West LA Music and he was our competition.
I'm responsible. Oh yeah.
You suck because they bought out our store and I got really pissed off.
Well, whatever.
I loved West LA Music.
I never been there, but I heard great
You
stories.
sucked dick. Oh yeah. I saw so many artists. You have no idea. I loved it. I love that job.
Oh yeah.
I miss it.
So I moved out here. I'm having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Don't lie.
I went through a breakup. So you and I both know Brad
Link
Jones.
too.
Yes.
When I split up with this young lady, me and Brad, we had a whole night of drinking, and I'm telling him, hey, this is what happened. You know, we both worked together. He's the second person. I'm talking about Brad Jones.
Yeah.
We known each other. Who's the second person I knew in Tulsa?
I'm so sorry.
He's an awesome guy. He's a blessing. He's an amazing person.
He was here with the band Summit.
Yes,
yep.
I saw the picture. I saw the picture.
And he's just like, we were sitting here recording a podcast, and he just starts going through my shit. He's like, "What's this?" It was really funny, but I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
I'll do here.
So I had to move like the drawer of things over to my right side. So.
Yeah, the confusion.
It happens.
Get the shiny
things out of the way.
The shiny stuff out of the way.
You move here, had the sad occurrence of meeting Brad.
So after I left this young lady, 41-year-old young lady,
Cougar.
we talked for like 3 hours.
FYI, guys, he likes cougars.
At DTL, and we, after drinking a couple of shots, couple of beers, after him hearing my entire story for a couple hours, he goes, "Hector, you were in North Korea," and that's the story. Whenever I talk to anybody, I was in North Korea for a couple of years.
Pretty
much.
much.
For a couple of years, it was just the only places I knew was school, work, and my apartment. I didn't go out. We never went out. I liberated myself from North Korea.
Good.
Yes.
And I got liberated from. Well, I didn't really get liberated.
You
I was really hard.
I
got left behind. I got heartbroken by never date anyone from Oklahoma sometimes. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused, you know? It's just
There's a movie called A Bridge Too Far. And Elliot Gould tells one of the commanders, he goes, "You ever been liberated?" "No, but I've been divorced. Does that count?" "That counts." So I've been liberated, kind of. So 2 months goes by, and I text my brother, "Hey Ernie, who do I know that's in Oklahoma? The only people I know are my folks from work, the folks I've met outside. I don't know anybody from back home. I know I'm getting depressed or whatever." And he tells me, "Oh, look up this girl. She lives out there." I'm like, I don't remember this person. I look her up on Facebook, and her profile picture is her feet sticking out of a bathtub.
It's a great start.
So I sent her a message. Halloween goes by, Christmas goes by, January goes by, and then she hits me up, and I'll hand this over to you.
Well,
how long did you read the message, then ignore it, and then remember, oh yeah, somebody messaged me from California.
Okay. Well, the thing was when I was back in the day, I think he had a thing for me or something. I was a little sketchy with people back then because a lot of people just, "Oh, you're cute, you're hot, let's fuck." It is not what I want in life, man. And so, no, when I actually did hit him up, we found out that, I just got my heart ripped into and lied to, and it stomped on and pissed on, basically. But that happens to everyone. And Hector hit me up, and I finally, I don't know anyone either. So I was kind of like, okay, one person from back home. Let's do this. Let's try it. So we met at DTL, and that night...
No, Gypsy.
Oh, Gypsy.
Oh, yeah. We met at Gypsy during the day.
A lunch break on mine.
A lunch break. A quick little lunch. But we really met and talked at DTL.
Yeah, I turned the corner and I saw her, and I was like,
that's not in Tulsa. That's a place called Downtown Lounge. And it's
Downtown
pretty
Lounge.
cool. It's really
it's
Downtown
awesome.
Lounge.
I love that place. It's actually one of the songs I wrote about. But I mean, Downtown Lounge, we actually talked, and I even got Matt from We the Ghost to wear my lipstick and kiss Brad.
oh my God.
I got Jimmy dancing on the table.
That night was
I've never met these
awesome
guys,
on
and
a
they were so
Tuesday.
opening and just so like, hey dude, let's
God.
party. Like they didn't know me. I was just some
That
stranger.
was such a good
All I
night.
knew was Hector. And basically, we became friends after that. But the point of the story of getting to our name, our band name, was because what did I do for your birthday,
Literally
Hector?
Okay,
12
so-
minutes later.
Fast
I know,
forward.
right?
Fast forward.
What did I do for your birthday?
3 months later.
Okay. What
So,
did I do for your birthday?
For my birthday? We go to Downtown Lounge. We go to that place because it reminds us of home.
But yeah.
Jake has a place that's designed like it.
Just like
whenever
LA.
I walk in and it reminds me
Home.
of every single bar I used to hang out back at home.
Oh yeah.
So, we drink there. We're gonna come back. We're gonna get something to eat.
What did I get you for your birthday?
She got me a piñata.
What kind
for
of
my
piñata?
birthday. A bowl piñata,
Mhm.
full of candy, full of M&Ms. It was great. It was a wonderful thing. So we go to DTL, then we go to Joe Mama's Pizza. They got like a 45-minute wait. Granted, it's Joe Mama's.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
pizza.
Awesome.
Next door is the Max, which is an 80s, and to my family back at home, it's an 80s themed bar
Retro
with
pub.
arcade games, quarter
yeah.
arcade games. I think I spent $5 on Galaga that night.
Does anyone remember Big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
Tom
Zoltar?
Hanks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we found Zoltar, and I told him he has to try it.
I'm like, whatever.
I give him all the money he needs.
I put some tokens in.
What did you get?
I got a card, and the card said Onyx. That I was a strong stone, stubborn,
Ass.
I'm a stubborn ass. I'm a stubborn guy.
And I got Owl because I need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a cool. So then it's just your Zoltan cards.
Yeah,
There were
our
Zoltan
Zoltan
cards. Mine was Onyx, and I took a picture of it, and I'm trying to look it up on my phone.
And mine
Yeah, it
was...
won't really matter so much.
I don't
I
know.
know, I don't think
So
they
Onyx
can hear
is a
it.
strong stone. It doesn't absorb light. It's a black stone.
Yeah.
It's a very just. I'm a black.
Well,
Onyx
I mean,
stone.
and then we went back to Joe Mama's Pizza, got
Back to
pizza,
Joe Mama's
and then we went back
Pizza.
to Downtown Lounge,
Went
got
back to
drunk.
DTL, got drunk.
And he said, "Hey, I got our band name."
Onyx Owl,
I'm like,
Dun,
really?
dun, dun, dun.
and that's how it happened. That's how it
Awesome.
happened.
That's a really cool way to get a name.
It just.
It was really awesome.
we were
They
trying to
even
come up
hung up
with
the
different names.
pinata when we got back. They hung up the
Honestly.
pinata, and I had to blindfold them when we spun them around. And Tina was there. and-
Tina, we oh my god, Cranberg hung it up from the top.
oh yeah,
We destroyed it. I had M&Ms for like a week. It was a great time.
it was a good birthday, right?
And that was my 29th birthday. And this year it's
That's
30.
like 16 years
30.
ago.
It's dirty 30 this year. So I have no idea what I'm going to do this year.
I'm gonna take him to a strip club.
I don't want to go to a strip club.
You're going to a strip club.
If I want to see a naked lady, I'll do it the
It
old-fashioned
won't
way
be
with
fully
charm.
naked,
I'll do
I
it
thought
with
you were going to say
charm.
on the internet.
right?
internet.
Right? That's the
That's-
next thing, dude.
Let's talk about a song. Let's get into a song. You guys,
Okay,
I
sorry.
normally
What did we
pretend that we're
play
playing
for?
them right now, but we pre-recorded them and they sound wonderful. Let's
Thank
talk
you,
about
dude.
one.
Which was the first one?
The
I
first
don't
one.
remember.
Any of them you want. Any of them you want.
Okay.
Beating
Any
Heart.
of them? I mean, the first one we did was Beating Heart. Yes.
Beating Heart. Okay.
Let's talk about Beating Heart.
So the way this started, back around March last year, she wanted to learn guitar. I played guitar. So okay, let me go over and teach you to play guitar. I'm driving to Claremore, a couple times a week, teaching her to play guitar. So I'm teaching her chords, like, hey, this is key of C, this is key of A. These are the chords that can make up this key. And as I'm playing, she starts singing. She starts putting together songs. You might hear some noise right now, and that's Elissa making another tequila sunrise.
Hand me the tequila.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me reach for it. Here we go. And we're drinking Centenario Reposado.
Cheers, Mexico.
So we start. She starts. I'm teaching her to play guitar, and she starts singing. We came up with a couple of songs, And then I wrote one. I wrote out about 3 pages of just free write. And I handed them to her. And I told her, come up with a song. Come up with some verses. Come up with some choruses. I'll come up with some chords and some keys. Let me help you out with that.
No, keep talking. I can make my own. Thank you, Senor.
We started singing. We started doing this song, and the song's called "Beating Heart." And if you want to hear my life story, for the first, handful. Wow. For the first couple of months after my liberation of North Korea, it's this song.
Seriously.
It's this song.
And it's funny, you brought it up to me, and at DTL Sunday, I think I was hungover as hell. And he was just jamming. I'm like, okay, let's come up with this right now. And all of a sudden, the melody just came to me. He handed me the lyrics, and it just came naturally.
So this is the first song you guys wrote.
This is the first song.
Well, I mean, the first song we actually wrote was called Every Drop, and
Every Drop. And that's a nice bluesy one. But this one's called
Beating Heart.
Beating Heart.
All right, well, let's hear it. This is Beating Heart, played right here into these dang microphones. And here's Beating Heart by Onyx Owl.
Cheers.
That moment I saw you, I knew you were the one. You wore black to hide, you wore to escape the sun. Our eyes met when you heard my voice. Our lives changed when we connected. Your heart needed mending, mine needed nurturing. Oh, our love was beautiful. Oh no. Oh, our love was vicious. Your your heart needed mending, mine needed nurturing. Oh, our love was beautiful. Oh no. Oh, our love was vicious. You yes, we both had a sacrifice of beating heart.
Beating Heart, what a freaking beautiful song. Thank you guys for playing that here. That's really cool.
Thank you for
I really
letting us play that.
enjoy that. Like I've talked about how I just get to be lazy and don't even have to go anywhere to see live music. People have just been coming over and playing it for me.
I was about to say that is
That's
like
the
a
trick.
G
Like-
thing to do, dude.
Yeah,
That's the
a
trick.
Vegetarius. You guys as friends were like the first Vegetarius, and
my
Chloe came over, and I was like,
God.
this podcast is done. I've succeeded.
You know, Jill, the funny story about Jill. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Like okay. Like I just got my heart broken. Yeah, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And I met Jill at Kaz's. Just I did my little roundabout thing where I stop at, Gypsy, park my car, get something to eat, and then I go my bar hopping. First place I stop is Kaz's. And me and her just strike up a conversation, just a random stranger, and me and her just start getting in deep conversation. We're like, we have similar past, even though we lived in different places in the world. And she gave me strength to actually pick up the guitar again, to actually sing. And I saw her play live, and I'm like, this woman's pain, this song, like her songs just touched me deep inside. I was just like, oh my God, she gave me the strength to sing again, because I have stage fright. Like I've done American Idol, I've done World Championship Performing Arts, I've done all this crazy crap. But in reality, it came down to how much money you have, who you know, and it's not about talent out there in the world. And it really sucks. It really brings you down, man. And she just did it. She sings for pretty much herself and just doing it. And then she starts getting a crowd. The energy just comes around her, and it's just so vibrant. And I have to give it up to Jill, because I would not be singing today if I did not meet her at that bar. If we did not have that conversation, that deep conversation of not letting anyone put us down, to writing the music, to writing the pain, to singing it out, and fuck everyone else, man.
yeah. I like how many times you're saying "man" because I make fun of myself for saying it too many times.
Dude, I say man and dude all the
She
time.
gave me the best advice.
Oh,
let me jump in first.
Go
Keep
for
that
it.
advice in mind. But have you come to the point where, like, it took somebody telling me, like, straight up, like, dude, have you come to the point where you've realized your voice is incredible? Like, you really have a great voice. And do you carry that confidence with you on the stage? It took somebody, like, setting me, like, dude, your voice is really good. And that's when I, like, actually started working on, like, practicing singing and stuff. And so if that hasn't happened, I will let you know, and hopefully listeners will go on Facebook and tell you too. Your voice is incredible. It's beautiful.
It
So
is.
carry that with you while you're singing
It
and playing.
is.
Thank you.
I
I
tell
mean,
her
it
every
comes from
day.
I would say Janis Joplin's my biggest idol. I
I'm
came
gonna edit that to Jason Ferguson, by the way. I'm just kidding.
Dude,
Cool.
yeah, there you go. That'd be awesome, dude. No, but I mean, like, growing up, my mom sang opera in college, and
Oh,
she
wow.
was first chair, and she had a career. She had a good career, and she sang, rock and roll in local bars, but she always told me her stage fright was so great that she always had to drink, and I'm like, what's wrong with that?
I see no problems here.
But I mean, it gets kind of twisted. But my mom, showed me the basis of opera in her voice, and me always trying to compare. And then, my dad was a mechanic, and he worked on Marilyn Horne's car. And while we're just sitting around, and she's waiting for her car, she taught me opera. She taught me the trill. She taught me all these tricks to do, and she also taught me math. And it was just so weird to have all these influence. And I was just a grease monkey back in California. It's pretty much, if you're a blue collar worker, you don't mean shit. Like, I went to a school where it was all like, my mommy's a doctor, my daddy's a lawyer, my dad's a fucking mechanic, and my mom was a fucking secretary. And she, at 50 years old, decided she wanted to teach because I had disability. I was born with some stuff of, being dyslexic and I had a little lisp, I was a retard, and they didn't know what it was. So they drag me out and bring me down, man. But the only thing that helped me through that, honestly, was music. My mom, we would sing Bye Bye Miss American Pie while folding laundry.
Yeah.
Like, we would sing Alice Cooper. We'd go back and sing Peter, Paul, and Mary. Road trips were awesome with my mom. Every concert I went to, B.B. King, Eric Clapton, Crossroads. She has shown me so much in music. And my dad kind of influenced too on the darker side, Led Zeppelin and all that. And, I thought to get his approval, I'll join a Led Zeppelin tribute band. And I did in LA for a minute.
That's awesome.
Until I got too drunk and fell off stage at 16 singing Led Zeppelin. Shit happens. Back then they didn't card. Back then you don't need to swipe it. Back then it was like, you look old enough. Okay, let's go. And I had the voice.
Do you have any idea what you were going to say when I was like, hold that thought, Hector? Like, do you have any idea?
boy.
The tequila got to him.
I did not
Jill-
live that life. Okay, start with Jill.
Yeah,
Jill
there
gave me
you
the
go.
best advice.
That's what it was.
Write about spite.
Whoa.
Write about spite. If you're angry,
Yeah.
write about it. And everything I write's about spite. I haven't hit my. I'm gonna write a song. I'm
you
gonna write
wrote
happy
about
song.
love. Like Beating
Oh,
Heart was
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
lovely.
That sounds kind of
It's-
like a love song.
It's kind of a love song. It's kind of a spiteful song. So she told me about. I asked her, what's some good advice about writing? Like, spite, Hector.
Yeah.
Write about spite.
That's easy. I think I find that the easiest to write about.
yeah.
But now that I don't really
Totally.
have any, like I haven't had any
Hey.
situations where I'm like angry at people.
I can punch
I-
you. No, I'm joking, dude.
And I have trouble finding angry. I'm angry at people. Not as, that's just
You're very
rant take.
peaceful.
I'm a very peaceful guy.
Yeah.
Don't let the leather jacket, the pompadour, and the tattoos fool you. I'm a sweetheart. That's an advertisement to all the single women in Tulsa. and the
Yeah,
rest of the
he's
world.
single.
Sweet.
Please, God,
Yes.
don't be a psycho. But yes, he
Let
needs
me
someone.
take you to the movies. Let me get buy you flowers.
Tinder.com/Onyx Owl.
There's a new thing. He needs, dude. I've been trying to get him on dates, man.
Let me-
It's
let
been
me-
complicated, but
Let
in
me
a
take
way,
you to the movies. Let me buy you some dinner. Let me buy you some flowers.
I'm afraid, dude. I'm afraid. Like,
I'm afraid too.
No, if you get involved
Jeez.
with a girl, then I'll never probably see you again.
No.
Like,
Music comes
first.
first.
Like now that I'm in a relationship, I've been in a relationship for quite a while. I like to like tell people like, what's the problem here? The internet's so easy for dating. Go get on Tinder. Like I'll tell you that all day. But back when I was single, I would
God,
like,
it's scary.
I couldn't do it at all. I couldn't even
Did
like,
it.
I couldn't even message somebody. Like I felt too weird. Like even being like, hi, I'm Jason. Like I couldn't even do that. But you should totally find a date on Tinder. It's not that hard, Hector. What are you doing?
That doesn't
Don't do
work
it.
anymore.
Don't do it.
Listen,
It
mine,
scares
kidding.
me.
when I think of dating, I think of like 1940s, 1950s. Let me take a shower. Let me shave. Let me put on a clean set of clothes.
Let me pump my
shine my
pompadour.
Let me pump up my hair. Let me shine my boots. Let me go.
Let me sing you some Elvis songs.
Let me sing you some Elvis songs, some Johnny Cash. Let me go impress you with my cleanliness. Nowadays, it's like I don't have to shower.
I'm gonna keep
and
coming
go,
back to Tinder. I had some guests on like
Oh,
early on
no.
in the podcast, and they were coming here. They came and did the podcast first, and then we went to see him play at Hunt Club or Vanguard, one of the two. But some of my friends came up and were like, "I totally met that girl on Tinder today," and like that's why they were at the show, and it was so brilliant. I
Really?
guess she like
Is that how you do
goes
it?
on Tinder in the town and like, "Hey, I'm hanging out at so and so place tonight. Won't you come by and say hi?" So then like. That's how she gets like some people to the show, and I think that's ridiculously brilliant.
You know?
we can dress you up really, really nice.
Are you gonna buy and teach me how
I
to put
will
on makeup?
buy you a dress.
You know,
I
he's
will
really
teach you how to
good.
do your makeup. I will teach you how to do your hair.
He knows all this stuff.
Okay.
That's what's scary. I'm a tomboy.
living with a woman for 2 years teaches you a lot of things, boys. I'm not going to go into detail, but living
to
with
me.
a woman for 2 years.
I'm interested in hearing about flying because I
my God,
actually went to
dude.
school for maintenance on aircraft,
Oh
Really?
my God.
and
it's-
so like I bailed out on getting the final test, but I like finished the class, and then I
Yeah.
thought I was going to make it as a rock star.
it is
Right.
such a beautiful feeling when you're sitting in a small plane or a big plane. You're sitting in there on the right seat. You got one hand on the yoke, one hand on the throttle, and you're looking at 5,000 feet of runway, and it looks like a giant, like just a very long, elongated, obtuse, acute triangle. Excuse me. And you're just sitting there, and your instructor tells you, "All right, cool, go full throttle." And your body thinks, "Okay, when I'm driving in a car, I go full throttle. It's gonna be scary. I'm gonna hit a car. I'm gonna hit a wall.
yeah.
I'm gonna hit a McDonald's. I'm gonna hit a Subway. I'm gonna hit a building."
Yeah.
But when you're sitting there and you look over and you're like, is this motherfucker serious? Full throttle on this.
He's going to
thing.
trust me with an aircraft.
So
Right?
you're gonna trust me with
He's
the Cessna
there.
172 Golf.
There you go.
So I'm like, okay, cool, full throttle, and it starts rolling. And you don't steer with your hands, and I'm like moving my hands around. You don't
Yeah,
steer
yeah.
with your hands.
Nope.
You steer with your feet. You steer with the rudder pedals, and the engine has a left slide tendency because it's rotating to the left, so you're getting a little right rudder into to stay on center line. And I'm talking about this while I'm drinking tequila, so it's hard. And up when you get to 55 airspeed, my instructor goes, "Okay, good, just pull back a little bit." You pull back a little bit, and it's just a feeling of weightlessness, and it's just boop, Okay, cool.
The way you feel
Holy
is
shit,
how
we're
I
flying.
feel when
It
I
is
freaking
a
surf, dude.
Beautiful
When
feeling.
you
And
surf in a longboard
you kind
and
of
the
just
waves
go
take
back. You do
Weightless.
your Y climb. I forget the name. God. And it's just you just start climbing. Okay, Hector, look back. Make sure you're on center line. I'm looking back. I look behind the plane and I'm making sure my tail's land up center line. I'm here into the tower. Go ahead and Cessna's 2443. Go ahead and switch to Tulsa Tower at 121.7. Have a good day. Switch over. Thank you, Tulsa Tower. Thank you, Riverside Tower. Switching over to 12217 to Tulsa Tower. Switching to Tulsa Tower. Tulsa Tower. This is Cessna November 2446 X-ray. Where vectors to the practice area. November 266 X-ray. Go ahead and vector to
So say now I know how
practice
to fly
area.
a
Squawk
plane.
code.
I was
All these
723.
codes, man.
Yeah, like right before the
such
codes.
a beautiful thing. You switch your
before
your transmitter.
Right before the codes,
man.
Hector, I was gonna say like, man, that sounds also like you could take that same few sentences and be like, that's also describing your love life. I was about to say that, but then you're like, Vector 22972. It's like
It
lift
is.
off and it's weightlessness.
I think that is
and
his
we're
love life right
accelerating.
now.
I was like,
It is.
yeah.
It is. It
Have you
is
seen his tattoos?
a beautiful feeling. It is a beautiful feeling.
I'm sure.
Just being able to go full power and just get away from the ground.
Yeah.
Can I talk
awesome.
about
you
surfing?
live off the ground and you're just all over the place. Like, I am looking at what is a giant semi truck and it looks like a fucking ant.
Oh
And
yeah.
When
I'm
does the
doing-
fear set in? When you go to land?
The fear.
I think the landing, yeah.
I was never scared.
You're crazy.
I was never scared. On my solo, out of the 2 out of the 5 landings was okay. One of them was like, oh shit, but it was an oh shit landing. But it doesn't matter. In that kind of study, you focus, you study, you practice over and over and over and over and over and over again. Out of the 4 flights a week for a year, I did emergency landings every day. And what happens? My instructor doesn't pull the throttle, doesn't pull the mixture, which is that
Engine,
kills your
yeah.
engine. He just pulls the throttle. I don't. Okay, Hector, emergency land. He doesn't tell me. All right, we're gonna practice emergency land.
Landing
He's
in
like,
D zone.
boom,
Okay.
emergency land. And that was
Right.
easy. It was
with
awesome.
the plane, with an airplane, there's tons of science you can learn. You get to,
Yes.
I mean, like, you could explain everything that's going to happen from the ground, and everything's been mapped out for you and like measured,
Yes.
and everything's
all science.
everything's very
All
perfect.
science and
Yeah.
math.
But with surfing, there's fucking sharks.
Thank you.
Surfing.
No, not only sharks,
sharks,
but you have the stingrays, and
jellyfish,
you also have the jellyfish. If they
stingrays.
get into a huddle, you're fucked. The biggest thing is the tides, the waves. When are they gonna come and take you? When are they gonna? I've lost a lot of friends out there on the beach, but then I see dogs surfing with people,
Squirrels.
squirrels. You never know what's out there, man, dude. Like, seriously. But the whole weightlessness thing. I was always. I love the water. I'm a fucking fish, dude, and I know I'm a fish out of water out here. And that's why I'm probably obsessed with carrying 1,000 water bottles in my car at one time. But I'm always afraid I'll never have enough water. But it's just like, the same reason why he came out here. I actually came out here to just, fuck it. Let's start anew. I was tired of working as a mechanic. I tried the teaching thing, didn't work out quite so well. And then I went to nursing and I finally got an opening with nursing. And then the realization that the government fucking tells who gets to live and who gets to die, and I don't agree with that, because I don't care how much fucking money you have. That doesn't mean you're a good person. I know the most homeless person on fucking earth, and they are so humble, and I believe they deserve to live, other than those rich motherfuckers. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. I give up nursing and give up my career in nursing because the realization of the stress. I've known ER nurses who've worked for like 4 years and stroke out and can't feel the whole half side of their face because of the stress. And it's like, I love helping people. I love emergency medicine. I'm really good at it. My brain shuts off and I go directly into what, procedure. And I like doing that. I just don't know where to find the medium is, because I love music.
Yeah.
I give up nursing for
You guys
music,
have
man.
talked about amazing feelings and flying and surfing. Doesn't it feel a lot of the same way when like a song works, when a song clicks with a crowd? Isn't it
yeah.
the same exact
It's
lifting off the
I think it is
ground,
with
man?
a full band, dude.
Yeah.
It feels so good. It feels so good when you're playing a song, and I think it was the second or third time that we did the open mic at Gypsy,
We played. Remember, our first show was actually DTL.
Our first show was at Downtown Lounge.
Downtown Lounge.
Then we started participating at the Gypsies open mics every Tuesday. So we're doing this song, and I look over, and there's this like 2-3-year-old
so cute
jumping at the riff I wrote.
Yeah.
And
she was dancing.
Feels
and just
so
like,
good.
Yes, it
feels
does.
so good. This little girl in a little dress, little curly
little
blonde
girl,
hair,
and the mom was dancing with her.
to a riff I wrote.
Steady rhythm.
To a
she
collection.
was dancing to steady rhythm.
She was dancing steady rhythm. So a collection of chords in a specific key that I'm playing on my guitar with my hands on my pick, and this little girl's dancing. That made me feel rich.
That made me feel whole, man.
That
It made me feel like I was
awesome.
$1 million. Just having even...
Our friend Caitlin loves that song.
That is true.
So every time we play that song,
Caitlin, we love you.
Caitlin.
Speaking of whole, I used to play Gypsy open mic often, and I think this was with Dustin
Bradley told
Storm.
me.
I think we at least once. I hope it was Dustin. I hope I'm not leaving somebody out. We would go over and eat at Spaghetti Warehouse. Maybe it was just my roommate went with me, but we would drink like a whole pitcher of wine and then go over and like try to play a Gypsy because I'm so like drunk. I'm so bad drunk or like medium drunk. If I'm like slightly tipsy, I'm pretty good. If I'm medium drunk, I'm just really weird and awkward and can't really play. But if I'm hammered or shit railed, I play amazing. Like all the cares are gone.
Isn't
I'm just
that
like
funny?
It's
He
weird.
gives me shit about that. He's like, you need to slow down. And I'm like, I'm only my 5th bourbon and ginger ale. Calm down.
I haven't even finished this tequila.
I've realized that
we halfway through.
as we speak right now, I am at my Dean Martin level of drinking.
He's drunk.
It's like I'm a little.
You're drunk.
My coworker Susie, who plays for Brother Rabbit.
Oh, Susie Q,
I love her.
her.
She's amazing. She tells me, Hector, that's
Awesome
that's
energy.
jazzy drunk. Like I'm jazzy drunk right now.
Jazzy
Kind of sway, kind of smiley, kind of talking about good times.
A little Dean Martin and still a lot of fucking Elvis.
I know,
Dean
right?
Martin,
The
a lot of
pompadour.
Elvis.
You can't get over it.
Let's go to another song. We got a few of them to play.
Oh, God,
let's play.
yeah.
Let's have another one play here.
Which one's
Worth
another
more
one?
than a dime, man.
Yeah, what's that about?
Worth more than a dime.
It's actually about
You wrote
I wrote it. It's about Downtown Lounge and my good days. Like I explained, the first day that I've met, I met Brad, I met Jimmy, I met Brad, or no,
Brad
Jimmy.
twice.
Matt.
Yeah, I know, right? Mad. And I met, all these other great people. They didn't know me, and all of a sudden they were wearing my lipstick and kissing each other. I loved it.
They're great people.
We got weird.
And they're musicians, but they're like
accepted
the
me.
coolest people we know. I'm doing music because of people like this.
Oh yeah.
I'm inspired by them too.
Oh hell
to
yeah.
do it.
Every time I see their show.
Despite
time.
being musicians, they're still good people.
They're amazing people. They're amazing people.
Yeah, great. So let's hear Worth More Than a Dime.
Here we go.
Drinking alone in my favorite home. They're looking at me like a catastrophe. But I'm okay, I'll slave away. I'm thinking about them good old days when we used to say, hey, you come over here. Let's all around the beers. We'll drink till we fall off our chairs. Smile till we lose our fear. Dance till the morning is near. Forget how the hell we got here. 'Cause the last you show in all your time is worth more than a dime. Is worth more than a dime. Is worth more. In a hurry for life, people lose their sight. Always coming and going, forget what's right. But I'm okay, I slave away. I'm thinking about them good old say, hey, you come over here. Let's order a round of beers. We'll drink till we fall off our chairs. Smile till we lose our fear. Dance till the morning is near. Forget how the hell we got here. 'Cause the life's too short and all your time is worth more than a dime. Is worth more than a dime. Is worth more. You know how hard it is living life like this. We'll take your time, don't hurry out. The journey's more than. You know how hard it is living life like this. Take your time, don't hurry out. The journey's more than. Hey, you come over here. Let's order a round of beers. We'll drink till we fall off our chairs. Smile till we lose our fear. Dance till the morning is near. Forget how the hell we got here. 'Cause the life's too short and all your time is worth more than a dime. Is worth more than a dime. Is worth more than a dime.
Where does worth more than a dime come from? Where's that specific line?
When the realization that a lot of people are working so hard to get money and wasting their life to try, I understand the whole saving and growing up and you wanting a house and wanting a car and shit like that. I understand that. But when you are more focused on how much money you make or what you do, is like you forget those good times. You forget those sloppy times where you only have $1 in your pocket and you're fucking homeless drunk. Like I've had those moments a lot, especially in Venice Beach. And and just even going back to Venice Beach and being reminded that, hey, I remember you in this smoke shop I guess I passed out in front of, and he helped me, and he was a cool cat, and I got a free water pipe from him, and he was like, I remember you, and I was like, that was like 12 years ago. How the hell do you remember me? But it's like remembering those good times, because I spend so much money working 12-hour shifts or 16-hour shifts as a nurse, either at the VA or working in dialysis, and just, struggling. And, I was living paycheck to paycheck still, even as a nurse, and thinking, oh, I'm a nurse. I can make so much money. And then it's like I'm forgetting the good old times, the good times when I lived off ramen noodles, the good times, most people don't think they're good times, where you ran out of toilet paper. Shit happens. It's just it's like those struggles. I find great faith, great hope, great something in my life happens.
Those struggles make you so humble.
I will always be humble. I don't care what the hell happens.
Like the struggle I had recently.
Oh yeah. 2 months
without hot water or heat in my apartment.
That sucked, by the way. Taking a cold shower sucked.
You know what? It's the fastest shower I can take. But you know what came out of it? What came out of it? An awesome Rickenbacker 620.
There you go. There you go.
You traded electricity or hot water for a guitar?
I still had electricity, so I can heat up.
He had a Rickenbacker. He got a Rickenbacker.
I got a
Rickenbacker.
It's
Dude,
awesome.
I love a Rickenbacker bass.
I love that. I love that decision.
Dude, it sounds awesome.
That thing's not going
Hector,
anywhere.
let's talk about what you've been doing. I've been seeing you just post almost every day.
Okay,
playing music. Mm-hmm.
This is not just going to be about me, because Elissa gets jealous when she sees pictures of me playing my guitar by myself.
Oh, but
I know, right?
But this has nothing to do about me.
Oh, because I'm like, Onyx Owls, both of us, man. You can't have the Onyx without the owl. Who are you?
This town.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Dad?
I follow you.
Okay.
So this town is full of amazing and wonderful musicians,
Artists,
people,
Hammer Studios,
and
Podcasters.
just
Awesome.
podcasters.
Podcasters. Yeah, dude.
It is an amazing, amazing thing. So back at home, I used to go to open mics and blues jams, and
It was so overfilled back home,
it
man.
was. It's
Dude, I was
it's
playing every other
saturated.
day on Sunset
It's
Strip. It didn't mean
saturated.
shit.
Exactly. But out here,
Got nowhere.
it's so small that at Gypsy, there's a couple of friends. Mr. Super Darren,
Oh, yeah.
he hosts the open mics.
So, whoa.
John Ratcliffe, he has his own. He has every second Friday there right
Yep.
now. These guys will text me. He says, "Hector, what are you doing tonight?" "Oh, I'm at work. Gotta get out at 10. "Cool. Do you want to come down and play guitar for us?" I'm like, "Yes." Let me go over and jam out with you guys. And these guys, I walk in. I maybe heard their songs once or twice, but I listen to what they're playing and I play along. And you can call it networking, but I call it hanging out with friends.
But it's
Yeah.
also a skill, I learned a
Oh,
lot
it's
from
so
other artists,
good.
learning how to harmonize.
It's so good.
I mean, I don't play guitar and I can't play guitar and sing. I can play guitar, but I can't do the same thing at the same time. I was
Right.
not blessed with that gift.
I'm not blessed with singing, so I play guitar. I'll go to Oklahoma Jazz Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Every-
Such a cool place.
Every
is.
Tuesday from 5 to 8, they do jazz. From 8 to 10, they do blues.
Mm-hmm.
It's free. It's a donation bar.
Yeah.
It's you could if you're brave enough, jump up there, play a song. I'll go do that, and it's a beautiful thing.
That's great.
There's nothing like that back at home.
No,
There's no
isn't.
thing like friends like this back at home. I have friends out there. I love every friend.
But
out there.
back home, LA, I met some really cool LA artists. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of them, I don't want to say is like, the scene is like, I'm gonna stab you in the back. The scene is like, I'm gonna make it big, da 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 da. And it's like they don't care. They forget about the music. That musicians, we are a whole. We are a being. We need to fight the big companies. Fuck the producers. Fuck
and
this.
that's what Tulsa's all
You know,
about.
exactly. And it's the
It's
fact of taking the music back
beautiful.
to the artist. Because a lot of these producers, I remember when I signed my first contract, I only got 5%, and only 2% from royalties from clothing and shit like that. And it's bullshit. They want all the money. We, the Tulsa artists, every artist needs to take back the music. And I really believe in that.
Beautiful.
And I met a lot of great jazz musicians. Oh my God, I forgot his name. But he is just, Justin. Oh, I forgot his last name. But he is a really good, he plays mostly in Oklahoma City, and he's a really good jazz musician. I met him my first birthday out here, and he was singing Ella Fitzgerald. And I'm a freaking Ella Fitzgerald freak. She taught me how to fucking scat.
Oh yeah.
And, and he started going off and I started going off, and he handed me the microphone in the middle of the casino. I'm playing and I don't know no one. And it
That
just
sounds like another tequila night.
so good. It was actually a rum night. But
And
yes.
and that only happens in Tulsa.
It really, you
It's
know
a
what, that only
beautiful
does
thing
happen.
that
I
I
need to
can
move
go-
to Tulsa. This is really retarded.
She lives in Claremore, everybody.
I'm so sorry.
I'm looking for a house, apartment, or
Yeah.
roommate.
And that's
I took a big
Tulsa's-
pay cut.
The people
I
in
quit
Tulsa,
nursing.
the people I know, the musicians I know, they are a
Humble.
beautiful. From
Down to earth.
Patty and John came to see us last night at the first shop,
And we jammed out afterwards
and they jammed out afterwards. I went
at my
home.
house. That was awesome.
Brandon let us. Brandon put up a Facebook. Hey, anybody want to come play? We'll go play. I met new people.
Oh yeah,
And
they
the-
were all rap
and-
artists, and they
and-
allowed us to play. And I
yeah,
was like,
I'm-
"Fuck yeah, everyone unite!"
The same thing I do with my guitar and my fingers on my hands. The same thing he's doing on his computer, and the same thing that Frank was doing on his turntable.
Exactly.
It's all the same thing.
We
Yeah.
are
It's
musicians.
It's a beautiful
the
thing
same thing.
creating.
I
And
keep
doing the
feeling that way.
podcast.
Like I can't.
Dude,
keep feeling that way.
seriously.
Like having other people over. Like the first time I had a comedian over, his name is Michael Zampino, and he was just talking about the scene and what he's doing. I was like, this is exactly what I'm doing. Like the same kind of bars, the
go.
same kind of pay,
Yeah.
the same kind of
yeah.
assholes, the same kind of
Yeah.
great people. However, and it was just really cool. And I found the same thing with poetry and
Oh
just
yeah.
all that cool stuff. It's really, really nifty.
It's so good.
We
I
have
love this town.
a few more songs to play.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
have "Speak My Mind." I think
Oh,
we're gonna do
Speak My
that.
Mind.
Oh
This is-
yeah.
Speak My Mind is
I wrote
our
it.
She wrote that one. This is our. I'm gonna.
Fuck you. This is a spiteful song
on my
to the
side,
spitest. Thank you, Jill.
On my side, this is the I get to beat up my guitar song.
Oh,
I
it
love my
is.
guitar. It's my only
You
girlfriend.
do beat it up.
But this is the chance I get to really just beat up my guitar. So this is.
If you ever move in with someone and you're not quite sure what kind of relationship you have, this is the song for you.
Well,
Because you find out everything.
let's hear Speak My Mind then.
Here we go.
Well, I'm just here down the wall, just here waiting to crawl. I'm just here wanting to go, but I'm stuck in you know, 'cause I'm going crazy, living with you, baby. Oh yeah, yeah.
Why now? Come on. Tell me why, Hector.
Well, drunk in games, extra rules to play. Fighting out in front of me then. Oh no. Wanna speak my mind like I did back when I was free, just been me. But I'm just here, holding my head, just here, secretly scared, just here, waiting on you to regain the love I knew. 'Cause I'm going crazy, live with you, baby. Oh yeah, yeah.
Why now? Come on, motherfucker. You know why?
Well, drunk in games, extra rules to play. Fighting out in front of me then. Oh no. Wanna speak my mind like I did back when I was free, just been me. See, I'm just here looking at you, just here smiling through. I'm just here punching back. List all the shit you had, 'cause I'm going crazy. Live with you, baby. Oh yeah, yeah.
Why now? Come on. You know why. Wait for me now.
Well, drunk in games, extra rules to play. Fighting out in front of me then. Oh no. Wanna speak my mind like I did back when I was free, just been me. Said I was free, just be me. Yeah.
Let's make this a cheesy question because, I love that.
Okay, go
What
for
exactly are you speaking your mind about that we didn't get from the lyrics just now?
it. Okay. Well, basically, Speak My Mind is, when you're in a relationship, you kind of, I'm very, God, I was raised by mechanics. I have a mouth like a sailor. I burp. I drink.
She farts.
I fart.
Why is that so funny?
I'm
Every time?
human. I'm human. But the biggest thing with Speak My Mind is that, I jumped into something that I wasn't expecting. And when I jumped into something, I, was also dealing with a lot of stuff, internal stuff of, drama and just, a lot of things I wasn't prepared for. And when all this shit happened, I thought this person that I was with was just someone who would be more supportive. But in fact, it was, all about him. And I became censored. And I was like, why the fuck should I censor myself? I have never been a person to censor myself. I speak what the fuck I want to say. I have earned it. I have gained it. I have been on my own. I have been, up and down the valleys low. I have, been in the mountains finding gold mines for a fucking week, having no place to go. And I can't speak my mind because I'm in a fucking relationship. Fuck that. I want to speak my mind. I think every relationship should be free flowing, just like music. If I want to say, hey, baby, I want to go out and play music tonight and probably every night of my fucking life. Don't hate me for it. it's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I'm always going to be. And I gave up a very big career, very big promising career. I threw it down the drain for music, and I believe it's worth it because the music is very empowering. Even if I sing it for myself, even if I write it for myself, to me, it's my therapy. To me, it's my escape from life and everything. And to censor me, I'm just like, you're trying to say, okay, this bull is going to be calm and you can pet it and call it a name and take it home with you and it's going to sleep nice in the bed. No, this bull is going to fucking rampage. Especially if you give fucking tequila. We're halfway through.
That's beautiful. I love how you tied that back into tequila. It was like very felt, and you're speaking
tequila sunrise
so emotionally, and you're like, by the way, I'm drinking tequila.
Right. It doesn't help. But, it's just,
I know exactly what you mean.
When you're trying to be nice, you're trying to be not to hurt the other person's feelings, but you want to let them know, hey, dude.
You're a douche.
You are dude, dick. It's like, why can't you just lay there and let me use you for what I need you for, and then let me do my thing?
Then I gotta go.
And then I gotta go because I gotta play. Like shit. And I don't mean to be that way. I really don't mean to be that way. But it's just I've after having my heart broken for the last fucking time, like fuck. It's kind of like the point where it's like, okay, I am never going to fall hard for anyone else other than my music. And you can hate me or love me or leave me. I don't give a shit. I'm about the art. I have really given my all to the art. And I want to give my all to the art. And anyone who wants to jam out or just sing harmonize, teach me something new. I learn something new every day by everyone. Even you, mister. So it's kind of...
awesome.
This song is just kind of the liberation of like, I'm going to speak my mind like I did back then,
I love that. And Hector's over here just like, yeah, I'm just trying to play guitar, man.
Well, the thing is, when I write something, I write cheesy, bluesy lyrics.
Or you write about space age stuff.
Yeah. I'm working on a death metal, I'm on a doom metal album about space and castles and princesses and covered in scales.
Nope.
I'm working on that. That's a different thing.
Watch
That's
that
a different project.
But what I'm working now is, I grew up listening, my parents listened to rancheras and listened to Mexican music and norteños and whatnot.
What is your mom's name?
Paulina.
Paulina?
Paulina.
Thank
My
you,
dad's name's
Paulina.
Manuel.
Manuel, you've taken good care of me.
But growing up, I listened to hard rock, Metallica, Black Sabbath, Motorhead. And who are their influences? Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Willie Dixon, all these amazing blues artists. Chord number 1, 4, and 5 in key A, E, or B. That's blues. That's
in the simplicity of it. In the simplicity of
you
feel the feeling.
You don't mess with a pepperoni pizza because it's delicious. You don't mess with the 1, 4, and 5 chord because it's amazing.
We accidentally bought pepperoni that had jalapeno in it this week.
Ooh, yummy.
And yeah.
You don't like spice?
I love it. No, I'm saying you can mess with it. Sometimes you can fix it. I'm just trying to be a
dude. Take jalapenos, cream cheese, wrap it in bacon, and then cook it. Oh my God, it's the best shit ever.
And then have a heart attack.
Pretty much.
So good.
I've been, Lourdes listeners may not know, my girlfriend, I've talked about her several times. She's also from Mexico, and she made me listen to this band called Lale.
That sounds familiar.
I don't know a lot of their lyrics, but I love that band. I watch the videos with her all day. I'm like, I don't know what they're singing about, but it's awesome.
It's okay. I was in a death metal band called Maldición, and all I did in Highland Park was scream because I was the girl to get murdered.
You guys want to hear a lyric story first?
Maldición.
Okay, thank you.
Maldición.
The guys were hot as shit. And one of the guys reminded me of my first boyfriend ever in middle school. And what I did to him to get him was I kicked him in the balls, and it was love at first kick, I guess. I don't know.
Love at first shrivel.
But I was at a Catholic school, so they separated us because he was a devil worshiper, and I kind of got in the black magic, so all the Mexican kids wouldn't beat my ass. But hey, if you believe,
I have no idea.
I
have no idea how that progressed. Though we got from like this band I've been hearing to like black magic. I love that. I would like to credit that to tequila.
Tequila. I'm very weird though.
Tequila.
With
Nice,
tequila or without tequila?
We can't blame it all on the tequila.
Yeah.
I have to talk about a couple things.
Okay.
Please do.
First,
we're talking too much. You need to talk a little more.
No, I love that. This has been fun.
Okay.
We're almost done. We have one song left, I believe.
Yeah.
And this has been a blast. Thank you guys so much for coming on and
Thank
playing
you,
songs
Jason.
and being weird
You're
as
doing
me.
a beautiful thing.
These
today.
mics are awesome.
Thanks.
You're
Hector
doing
sold
a
them to me.
Beautiful.
He was like, try this. Like the first time I was like, I want to try a condenser mic. And he's like, try this one. And it was like on sale. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna get one. And now I have fucking 7 of them.
One.
Yay!
7.
Yeah.
1, 2,
That
3,
is,
4, 1, 2, 3,
dude,
4, 5.
I know how you feel. That is a feat.
Yeah. It's been 6 or 7 months I've been buying them. But what was I saying? Oh, this week I got a swivel chair. You guys don't know that last week I wasn't in a swiveling chair, and I've been enjoying the shit out of it this whole podcast because I can just
you can swivel.
twirl.
You can
That's
swivel
like
to your
the most-
computer.
You can wiggle.
next to your songs. That's like the most exciting thing I've had.
You can like dance now. You can
Yeah.
You can just swivel back and
also,
forth.
I want to tell a story like a follow up from a few episodes ago.
Please
Okay.
do.
I was going to do it in the intro with last week's episode with Parker Simon, but I'm really bad at like talking without anybody here. Like you think at 42, 43 episodes in, I can do an intro. Can't do it. So like, I'll tell you guys.
Go for it.
I had 3 episodes ago, I had the author of Hidden History of Tulsa on. And in his chapter on his book, he has a chapter on, I want to say JJ Cale, but that's totally not it. JJ Conley. He owns JJ's Gourmet Burgers, which I actually went in, I talked to you the day I went to.
Oh my God, they're so good.
The day I went there. And in his chapter, I don't know if the author meant to make it seem this way, or maybe it just wasn't this way that day I was there. I went with the author to lunch. He took me to lunch. He was an awesome dude, bought me a book. He was really, really cool dude. One of my favorite people now. And but in the episode and reading the book, he seemed like a really kind of pretentious douche, the owner of the restaurant. And like I was like, I don't want in the episode, I was like, I don't think I want to go. He seems kind of like a dick.
Yeah.
And like he maybe is sometimes, but I saw it the completely other way. Like he just knows exactly what he wants to do. He knows exactly who he wants to serve. And if you're not that person, then please, he's not like, get the fuck out of my restaurant. He's like, please go somewhere else.
It's not just a burger.
No, it is not.
Oh
and
my
like,
God,
it was awesome because he serves I guess in the book you can read that he's gone from like 30 burgers a day down to like to 20. He'll only serve 20 burgers a day. And we got there 11:30, 30 minutes after he opened and barely made it. He's like, yep, we've sold the 20. And so then they started turning people away right after us. And I was like, holy cow, that's crazy. And he's like, we open at 11. Could you please come a little bit earlier? And it's like 11:45. And I'm like, that's awesome. But I want to update and say, no, that place is incredible. If you're free from Monday to Thursday, 11 to 2, probably 11 to 11:30.
I was going to say, go early.
Go early. That's the one I want to
I've had one of them, and oh my God.
I haven't, and maybe some people haven't. Explain. You told me at the store, hey, it's this, and this. Well, I'm thinking a burger. I'm thinking a Coke, burger, and fries.
No.
It's not just that.
It's no. We sat down with Steve Gherkin. If you haven't listened to that episode, please do. It's really cool. You've learned a lot about the hidden history of Tulsa.
Yeah.
Like the title might suggest. But we sat down and it's like 4 courses. I started with like a shrimp cocktail, and then he brought some chips, and then the burger with a rib and a bunch of fruit and vegetables, and then it was dessert. And then I was like, I didn't know exactly what I had for dessert. Like I thought it was like a cup of whipped cream for the brownie, but it turns out it was like a cup of hot chocolate. So I kind of looked like a goofball because I dipped like a piece of the brownie in there. I was I was like, no, that's totally hot chocolate. Shit.
Hey,
but
more chocolate.
That's an update. Thanks for letting me tell that story because I couldn't do that alone.
Dude, but I
couldn't
mean,
do it
like,
without
seriously, those. Oh, I went there once. Don't get me wrong. The whole time, my mouth was drooling. I've never been served like that before. Like, I've been to a plenty of burger joints, especially, in California and stuff. But yeah, that place is actually pretty good.
And like, I feel a little bit bad because I kind of
have to come early.
Yeah.
Really early.
And you have to dress up too.
Yeah.
You have to look.
I didn't dress up.
Well, Jason came into the store wearing like
a suit and shit.
What?
No,
he came into the store to buy a couple microphones. He was wearing a suit, a nice like checkered vest.
The meal was so good. I was like, I'm taking the rest of the day off work. I'm not going back.
I asked him, "Are you going to court?
Right?
You're dressed up in a suit. Are you going to court?"
That is so true.
And he comes up, I went to this burger place called JJ's, and I drive by it all the time. It's on Peoria.
Yeah.
You need to try it, Hector. Like, I'm gonna have to try it one of these
And
days.
if you don't feel like
you haven't
burger,
tried it?
No,
it's still not too late to check out the episode.
Hey.
I know.
We
I know.
need to.
Listen, I'm looking at my belly right now. I know I need to try JJ's burgers.
But you need to get bigger shirts because you're already popping.
Look,
Well, it's time to.
I'll just have to start.
It's time to go to
exercising.
another song now.
Oh yeah.
we ramble.
Hey,
we ramble.
hey,
the
yo,
tequila's
yo.
talking.
With the tequila talking, let's do the fight well earned. Come on.
Fight well earned.
Come
Here
on.
we go, guys.
Is that the last song?
That's the
That
last
is
song.
the last
That's cool.
song.
That
We're
is-
going to do that.
Let's do
Talk
this.
about it and play it, or play it and talk about
I'm
it.
gonna thank you. thank you guys so much for coming and spending your time here when you could be at the Jazz Hall of Fame enjoying some blues and jazz.
Oh,
I appreciate that greatly.
Jason, we're here because we love you.
Love you guys. Love you too, silly. Thank you guys so much for bringing your art, bringing your songs, and letting us play them and letting listeners enjoy it. It's a really, really cool thing for you to do.
Enjoy.
Where can new fans find you?
New fans can find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook, Onyx Owl. We don't have an Instagram yet, so just hashtag Onyx Owl if you see us or
take any pictures.
You want to send us dirty pictures of us playing. But in the near future, if you want to catch us live, that's the best experience. We haven't recorded anything yet. Procrastination on my side.
On his side, because I've been wanting to forever.
We're ready. If you want to catch us from now till June, we have every second Thursday of the month at Downtown Lounge.
And that's kind of like if you have an instrument or if you know us, if you contact us and to play cajon, harp, anything.
Open invitation to
it's an open invitation.
Anybody who wants to come in.
Artists to come together.
Let's hang out.
I don't care what the hell you play.
Let's have a beer with friends.
Exactly. And I'll ad-lib.
Perfect.
And every fourth Saturday at Gypsy, we do 10 till closing. We do a nice long set, 2.5-hour sets of our original music.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you guys again. And listeners, thank you. Everybody, this has been so fun what we're doing. Everybody's sharing and
I got them drunk off our energy. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm over here getting wasted from your vibes, man.
Yes.
Feel it.
Yes.
Feel the tequila.
Thanks, everybody. Please subscribe. Please come back. Please share.
Please
if you love
do.
these songs, tell somebody about them. And here's Fight Well Earned by Onyx Owl. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
I'm the only one that understands the pain. I'm the only one that feels the burn. I carry the burden of a failed dream. I carry the weight of 1,000 screams. Oh no. 1,000 screams. Dreams are started by selfishness. Futures eradicated by hate. I'm stuck forever looking for that spark, looking for the light that will bring love, that will bring love. Hey.
You're rubbing that guitar like it's your girlfriend.
It's the only girlfriend I got.
I know it.